All right, guys, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And guess what? We got somebody else who's on move to South Africa and or buying a home. And we want to just kind of bring the story to you so you can enjoy just like we are. And of course, you're next. See you in sunny South Africa. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Chilling at home. It's Friday. We're breaking into the winter here in South Africa. But before we do all of that, if you haven't liked this channel or subscribed to this channel, you need to go ahead and do so now, because I've been noticing that a lot of people are watching, but you're not subscribing. So let's go ahead and get the subscribers up so we can get this thing, pushed out a little further. And for those who hadn't seen it yet, they will get an opportunity because it would just pop up on their screen. So we've been here a few years, obviously, about 7 years in South Africa. And we've just, noticed what's been happening. And we've noticed internally because there's a lot going on with us. And of course, y'all guys realize that there are a lot of people coming here as tourists. They had no intentions of coming to South Africa, and then they happen to see some of our content. That's why you need to subscribe. And they decided to come to South Africa. Okay, and you got to understand, you got to come proper, and let me explain this proper to you, because maybe I haven't explained it. Listen, a lot of times if you went online and you booked something to South Africa, chances are you're going to fly into Johannesburg in the middle of the night. You're going to, in the first thing in the morning, you're going to get on a transport, and you're going to go out to the bush somewhere, or you're going to go away from everything that we kind of show you, because we've had enough people enough that say, oh yeah, I've already been to Johannesburg before, and then they decide they want to come back because they're like, but I didn't see those things and I didn't have that experience. So our experience is very unique, and it's tailored to us that are coming from the US. We all know what we want. We want nice things. And South Africa, because just the way it's been set up over the last 30 years or so, the economy has gotten better. I think it's probably one of the largest continents, the largest economies in Africa, and most of the millionaires live right down the street. So with that being said, they want amenities, they want nice hotels, they want nice restaurants, they want to be able to shop in nice places, and they should, because the economy that they have dictates that that's what they get, and that's what we see. And so us being here, we see it every day. And all we ever think about is, you know what, man, what if our friends in the States would come here and enjoy themselves? But then nobody tells them, nobody knows. Everybody's like, oh, what I heard. And, they're still back in the 60s and the 70s thinking about that's how South Africa actually is. But it's not. And a lot of you guys know. And for those that came on the trips, we appreciate you guys, because you guys have been going back telling other people about how it is. And I know it's tough because people are like doubting you. And you're like, I just had this experience. Like, why are they doubting me? But they do, and that's fine. A lot of people end up reaching out to us, and they book and they come, and they're like, oh, okay, what do I have to do? Well, first of all, you don't need any shots. So you don't have to call us about that. You don't need to get a visa before you arrive, because you don't. Basically, all you have to do is just have a valid passport, and then you can just, when you come through customs, they will stamp it and say, have a good time. And then, of course, if you're coming with us, one of our drivers will be there waiting for you with a sign with your name on it saying, welcome to South Africa, and so forth. And then, of course, coming with us, everything is pretty much laid for you. So you don't have to concern yourself with, okay, well, where am I going to go? What about, how am I getting from the airport to my hotel, and all these things. There's very little risk involved when you're dealing with the real South Africa. And the good part about it is, a lot of the things that you guys are going to want to do, they know who we are. When they see that you're with the real South Africa, you get a little special treatment. It just is what it is, because that's what we require, especially for those who have never been to Africa. Now, let me just say this. I'm gonna show you all this video. It's an old video, but it's a really good video, because just the other day, I'm sitting outside. And I remember when Tanika Boyd and Calvin and her husband and their daughter came here, they was just like, I really don't know, but I'm going to show you the video. And the backside of the story was, she had been to South Africa many times before. At least that's what she told me. but she never. And then she saw our stuff, and then she was like, "Well, let me contact them because the part of Africa that I go to in Johannesburg is not what I see in the videos." And she told me she would go to Mobaning, she would go to a few shops and whatever the case may be. Love the South African vibe, but she never went up market. And if you don't know who she is, she's a very upmarket individual. So she came with us and we kind of showed her the upside. Well, at the end of the video, maybe even before, I don't know, I was sticking in there somewhere. She has obviously bought a house and she's starting to build. And she couldn't have done that unless she came on a proper tour and, she got a chance to see it for herself. And so you will hear her saying almost every video, you got to come see it for yourself. Nobody's going to convince you otherwise, not even myself. I'm not going to convince you, but what I can do is make it easy for you by providing an amazing trip. You're going to have a good time. This will be an amazing vacation. You're going to do a lot of things you've probably never done before. You're going to eat food you never ate before. And all these great, wonderful things. So that's what we do here at the Real South Africa. And that's why we're so different than people who say, oh, well, I just, got a hotel room. Now I got to figure out all these things. Trust me, most of the stuff you're going to want to do, you're not going to see it because it's not just sitting, out in the open, because a lot of the stuff here, I hate to say it, you got to know to go. It's just that simple. And of course, we know, being here 7 years, operating as a tour company for all this time, hey, we got you covered. So check out this video. We're very proud of what Tanika and Calvin are doing and what they're able to do, and they will be one of many people that have come here, especially with us, and has purchased property, have bought homes, and they're ready to enjoy what South Africa offers. So all I can say is watch this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in sunny South Africa.
Hey everyone, it's Latasha Blanton with The Real South Africa, and today we have an exciting episode for you guys to watch. We do hope you enjoy. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and share all of the videos here that we provide for you here at The Real South Africa. Today we're with the Boyd family, who is visiting all the way from New York to look at golf estates to see if they are ready to relocate to South Africa. Also, remember you can find us on Twitter and Instagram for more information on how to book your own trip to South Africa. You know how to reach us, info@therealsouthafrica.com. But in the meantime, enjoy this video. Watch it all the way through to the end. There's lots of exciting things for you to see. And of course, we always hope to see you in South Africa soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Calvin James.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. So these are people building.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to explain to you. See, like here they actually use the wood, so that's gonna last forever. And then they just put brick, and then a truck will come out and they'll lay all the concrete, and then the hardens like that, and then eventually they'll just continue to build up all the way. The only concrete you're gonna have is when they put the roof on. They use wood, but then they use another material which is a lot better than shingles that we're used to put the roof on. And but yeah, this is I mean your creativity is out of control. Whatever you can dream up. And whatnot. Yeah. So probably they wouldn't know that you wasn't until you said Steve started doing
Start
this.
talking.
That's right. Yeah. This is one of many estates, and like I said, they're all over the place. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I like that one too. They got a little something going on the rooftop up there.
Oh
A little, yeah, they got that little green top, little asphalt.
Go in at night, go up there and chill out. And then the landscape is incredible. And then you're talking about most of the places like this have security. So there's always not just the police, but your own security force that make sure everything is fine. So yeah, you really can't lose.
And there's only one way in, the way that we came in through the gates? Is that
yeah, they normally, because they do a lot of construction, they have a construction gate for those guys, and then they have the gate for the people to come in. And then, of course, for people to come in, like if you were already living here, you already have like for ours, it's biometrics. You just kind of rub your hand, and then it kind of lets you open the gate. But for people, like you have to give them a code, and then I gave him a code, and then you come through with that code. So it's very selective of who can come in your state. So these are your state mates. But yeah, yeah.
Your estate mates.
Yeah, and even those people that, like I said, when we looked at the 1, 2, 3 bedroom apartments, the same access. You know, you go into the same clubhouse and the same levies. We call them levies, which is kind of an HOA or whatever. You got access to the golf course just like those guys. So it all depends on what price point you're willing to get into. This is just, and well, this is a large community. It's actually not. And this is only phase 1. They're going to do a phase 2 of this community.
So they're building even more.
They're building and building and building and building and building like crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. I don't want to.
this would cost in the U.S.
Shit. Yeah, don't even ask.
I showed them. I said in Southern California on the low side, about 43 million rent. On the low side.
Yeah.
Be about 3 million U.S.
So that is hilarious.
That is way too much.
Yeah.
And maybe on the low end in Atlanta.
Yeah, in Atlanta, yeah.
But Atlanta, how much you think is
For this size of a house, depending on if you're in the city or outside of the city,
Yeah.
I mean, $300,000, $400,000, somewhere in that range. Easily.
Yeah.
Not talking about the houses that we saw.
No.
Oh, no.
Don't even talk about that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And it's easy because you can go in neighborhoods like that and walk through and nobody won't say nothing to you. You know, you feel safe. You don't feel like, okay, security's going to come grab me and take me away. Yeah. So, yeah. So what did y'all think? What you think overall?
Oh, I love these houses. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look amazing.
Where do people go to the grocery store?
In some places they have them on the site, but there's always local stuff right outside, and whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Easy living.
Mm-hmm. These are a bit smaller. Right?
Yeah, this is when we first came in. Like there's you probably saw a domestic lady looking out. But yeah, this is a bit smaller. There's different price points, so it's not like you got to come in here. I gotta spend 15 million rand to get in here, which is about 1 million US, which is probably at the top of that hill where we were. You can say I want to spend 200, and even if you want to go 150, you can get you a nice apartment situation which again gives you access to everything in this community. They like these paths here. I mean, these aren't cheap paths, and you can walk these paths throughout the whole community, exercise. They have like they have people that are event coordinators for these places like this who would like, okay, on the Tuesday day at 17:30 or 5:30, everybody who wants to walk gets together and they do stuff. But there's always somebody that you be getting messages all the time about what's going on in your community, entertainment-wise, because of the person who does that. They might be like, hey, we're having something at the pool. We're having, a driving range competition or whatever. There's always something, or they're having specials at the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
They're having specials where it's Tuesday. I get pizza for half price, which we like at ours because we get they always have specials. And the funny part about it is you probably won't see it now. Let's say you're sitting up at the top of the hill and you're hungry. Like, you know what? I don't feel like going nowhere. You can call right down there and they will deliver it to your house.
That's what he was waiting on. That's what he was waiting to hear.
All day.
It's somebody delivering groceries. It's somebody delivering food.
Yeah. And they do have a nice menu. But yeah, they would deliver it while they're open. They would deliver it to you. Hey man, I know you forgot the salt. Okay, I will do that. And they'll go get it and bring it back to you. So it's pretty nice. We use ours from time to time when we just don't. She don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like going nowhere. We just call the butlers. It's called the butlers where we live, and they just come. And, we order the same thing every time. She orders the same thing. Pretty
so
much.
They already know what you.
They know. They are. Yeah. So, market time. Yeah. Oh, okay. And 3 minutes later, they're pulling up. They're a little bit. It's all good. Yeah. But this is honestly good estate living, and they're everywhere. It's not like you got to go through changes in the state. You got to upper west side. You got to go through changes to get to that. Here, you just got to decide.
Yeah.
And that's all. And you're making tons of friends. People always want to talk to you. They always are going to talk to you. You can't just be by yourself. That's not the African way.
Yeah.
And whatnot. little bit of diversity in here. A little bit.
Look at these beautiful. So, okay, how much would some of these homes cost?
These are here roughly about what I would say 8-9 mil. I gotta do the conversion, but
Which is like
probably
5,
about
6.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah. It all depends on what you do inside, what you got in it. But this house is kind of amazing. We're gonna walk up to the golf course here. We're not gonna walk up to it because they're not done with it yet, obviously. And you can see some houses aren't done yet, but you see how the process works out. That gray stuff is actually concrete, and that's concrete. So you got a real mud house.
Yeah. So when they ask you, do you live in a mud hut in South Africa? You say,
yes,
I do. I do.
So,
Oh my goodness. This is a gorgeous house here.
yeah, this right here is amazing. We was out here the other day because we walk a lot, and like even right here they got marble out here, and then they're actually painting it, and you're gonna see the you see that shiny stuff. It's shiny. You will see it up here. I mean, they went through a lot of trouble to put this thing together. Yeah, but these are the lifestyles here in South Africa. Obviously, they don't tell you about.
Yeah, they don't. You know, we've been to Soweto 15 times.
Yeah.
and we haven't been here.
No.
And so we, this is beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why we try to show people the real South Africa.
It's very Miami, this house.
This one,
Yeah, this one.
But there's, like I said, there's so many different.
Yeah, it's really
I can only imagine what they're going to do with this one next door. You know, whatever. But come look at this. Calvin, come check this stuff out, man. I don't even know what this is.
Oh yeah, you can see like
The material.
it looks like little crystals.
Yeah, and it's all throughout.
Now you
And so
can't
this
get a toilet in New
so
York
this door,
for 500.
that's a garage door, and
So
that's
you
going to be
check,
in the garage.
so that's like the garage door, and they're gonna pull their car directly through.
Wow.
See the pool?
Of
It's
course.
gonna be an infinity pool, so they're gonna the water's gonna come down that side.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And this pool is huge. Most of the houses that we saw, they had pools, but they were relatively small. This is
There's some stuff going on around here.
huge basement.
That's right up to the top. So I can sink on and land one in the pool.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this one should be a little bit more than 2 million rand.
But there's a lot of houses along here that are like this, especially along the golf course. That's why I brought you out here, if you can see.
That's beautiful. And people can take however long they want to build.
Yeah, that's
That's 2 years.
Well, no, that's actually longer than that. 2 years. That's what you want to do, but you can always get extensions and then get another extension based on are you making progress. Yeah. And some people they get to this point and they say I might run out of money. Somebody come along, cut them a deal. They sell them the rights, they sell them the architecture, they sell them all the plans, and then they can finish it. Yeah. So.
Oh, the sun is about to burn you up right now.
This
I'm
is
happy. I'm happy about it. It's
and
24 inches of snow on the ground in New York.
Oh, is
City.
it?
Yes, it is.
It's still snow.
It's just
in the world?
snow. Yeah. Oh, you forgot.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
No, for real. We was
That's
watching
a beautiful corner house too. My goodness.
Lady we just parked in front of her house. Yeah. And everybody's friendly. It's not like everybody like guarded and like hey, doing it. You know, it's mostly us anyway. So.
Is he gonna make that putt?
Probably not.
Nah,
Get left-handed.
he gonna miss.
I missed that putt too many times. Yeah. So.
It's beautiful.
adjustment period, right? You have to get used to living in the city because it's just like always
So Tanika, we're
so much
we're
going
talking
on. Like you live so close to the neighborhood, so many people.
about your time
The trains
looking
are
at houses here in South
Yeah.
Africa.
The train stings.
I love how.
So maybe you can explain to them,
So, like,
to the people
tale of two
out there in
cities.
America what you just saw.
We have the pleasure.
I saw incredible homes, beautiful homes. All the amenities on golf courses, multiple stories, just incredibly beautiful homes. And the cost, you couldn't get what I just saw in America for that price. Definitely not in New York, definitely not in LA, but also not even in like Atlanta or Houston or places that are a little bit more affordable than places like New York and DC and LA. But it was incredible. I love it.
So what do you think about where you're sitting right now?
Yes, we have a washer and dryer.
Now this I cannot afford.
So the funny thing is, I do walk.
Now this is giving me, it's definitely beautiful, but it might be somewhere outside of the price range. I haven't really seen it yet. But like this home over here,
Let me see.
like the art,
Let me see.
It's just incredible.
So this is.
it's incredible. I love it. It's
So this
very
is somewhat
beautiful.
interesting.
It's somewhat interesting. I like that phrasing.
So is this the South Africa they showed you before?
No, not really. I think most people see Johannesburg as super transactional.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it's a place where you transition from you land here and then you go to Cape Town, or you land here and then you go on safari. And so we've been here a number of times, but we haven't necessarily explored it this way. And so we wanted to see like different parts of Johannesburg, because a lot of times we go to Soweto, we go to all the tourist attractions. We've been to Maboneng. It's like very Brooklyn, but I wanted to see like where people in the black middle class lived, where people were making homes, where some of the subdivisions and like that kind of thing. And I definitely got it.
Did you notice the cars people were driving?
Of course, the people, all the people got their luxury cars. The people are definitely living their best life, doing their thing. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so do you think just this short period of time we spent, you kind of understand what our goal is as far as showing people the real South Africa?
Yeah. I think it's important for people to see all African countries as multidimensional, and not just in the frame of like this Western poverty lens.
Mm-hmm.
But poverty obviously does exist here, but that's not the entire story of South Africa. It's a new democracy. It's rising. The middle class is rising. And you definitely see that. And it was really important to see it this way. Just to see like where people live and what they're doing and how they are, building a life for themselves.
Okay. So you would say South Africa's coming up?
That's crazy.
South Africa
Or is it already up?
is already up. South Africa's already up. We are just now catching up.
Okay.
So that's the we are just now catching up to the story about South Africa. It is, I think it's incredible, like the short amount of time that this democracy has had and its ability to flourish, and also just like the number of black folks that are able to access the middle class and build wealth in the future and a life for themselves. It's like really important to see, because it's a proof point of what's possible.
Yeah.
And it's also really exciting, just as a Black American, to also be a part of this, to think about what does it mean to build a community here, build roots here, whether it's a vacation home, we'll see. But I think it's really exciting to see that, to see it, and to be a part of it.
Like I said, when you reached out to me, I was like, we try to help as many people as we can.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's during the festive season and whatnot. But like I said, people are, right now in South Africa living their best life. And of course, you're here, and of course, you're planning on possibly
living my best life as well.
Right here in South Africa
That's
at some
right.
point. Maybe.
Yes.
You think?
Hopefully. I mean, I know he loves South Africa. I think
Oh,
he
sure.
he fell in love with South Africa. So did I. We brought our daughter later on. But, you know, in his mind, he's like a vacation home is on the beach.
Yeah.
So he likes Cape Town. And Cape Town is nice, but I just really like Johannesburg.
Yeah.
And I just wanted him to see that it was more to Johannesburg. Like, we weren't going, I wasn't thinking about going from like bustling New York City to like bustling, you know, Maboneng or like the city center. I know not to do that. But I wanted him to see, like, you don't have to live in the city center. You can live outside of the city center, still have the amenities of the city, and you can still be in a community, and you can be in a safe community. Because people have this reputation of Johannesburg, I think specifically, and it's just, I don't feel unsafe at all. You know, I feel very safe. Yeah.
So what would you say to those African Americans that are sitting at home on their computer, they're doing research, trying to figure out, is this the place to be, or should I move back to Africa? What would you say to those people in relationship to looking at South Africa as a true destination?
Oh, you have to come. Hands down. There is no, you know, I've been to over 50 countries around the world, and this is the best. It is, like people say, it's one country with many countries in one. Mm-hmm. You can be in a safari, you can be in a city, you can be at the mall, you can be at the beach. It is an incredible city. You can be in the desert, you can be in the mountains. I mean, it is an incredible nation. It's a growing nation, and it's a black nation. And that matters.
It matters.
It matters.
It matters. So we think about the people.
I always the people.
Yeah, I always say the people is the thing.
Oh, the people are the heartbeat of this country. They're so incredibly kind, so gracious. A couple just let us in their home and showed us around. Yeah, I love the people. The spirit of the people is what keeps me coming back to.
Cool. Well, we hope you have a good time here, obviously.
I'm having a great time so far.
Excellent. We're going to keep it going.
Thank you.
Good chat.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.
All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from The Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We recommend that their services are very, very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa? Then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you'll get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa. Everybody, this is Mark Blanton, and this is
Dr. Latasha Blanton from The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism.
And we have amazing packages to Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Durban. So we would like to see you guys here, all you have to do is just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and we'll make sure that your trip here is amazing.
See you here in sunny South Africa.
Hi, I'm Trevor Noah, and I'm South African. And because I'm South African, people from all over the world insist on asking me questions about South Africa. So, I decided to make an ad to answer some of those fascinating questions. Like, how cold and snowy is your Christmas? Well, Tracy, unfortunately, we can't afford snow. Nah, I'm just playing. We're in the Southern Hemisphere, which means when it's freezing in Connecticut, it's fantastic in Cape Town. Klaus sent me this one. Can you play golf in South Africa? Well, Klaus, we actually have some of the finest golf courses in the world, but judging by your 37 handicap, can you play golf? How many stars are your 5-star hotels? Brian wants to know, can I meet the lions? Well, I don't know if you want to meet them, but you can see them on safari. And get this, it's not just lions, Brian. We've got everything. There's elephants, there's rhinos, there's giraffes, there's buffaloes, there's leopards. Come on, man, expand your horizons. Ostriches. Is South Africa fun? Is it fun? Are you even watching this commercial, Michelle? Paragliding, bungee jumping, surfing, river rafting, shark cage diving, hot air balloons, hiking, cycling, wine tasting, whatever this guy's doing. Does that not look like fun to you, Michelle? Does that not look like fun? So, now that I've shown you South Africa, my only question is, when are you coming to experience it for yourself?
Okay, you have made it. You have made it to South Africa. I know it's on a lot of people's bucket list, and now you are here. Coming to a safari in South Africa is something special and should be celebrated, because when you get here, as you see, it is going to be an experience of a lifetime, something you'll never ever are going to forget and you will talk about forever. So booking a trip with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism to Kruger National Park here in South Africa is one of the most amazing places you can be, simply because of the amenities, the accommodations, the food, the vibe, the experience. There is nowhere on the planet that you're going to be able to do exactly what you're seeing right now. Being out in nature is something that we all have gotten away from. Now it's time to go back, and we could do it for you here at the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. As you see, we talk about safari lodges a lot, and now you actually see why it's important that you actually go out and have a good time. Getting back to nature, meeting good people, enjoying yourself, decompressing from all the days and months of work before you were getting here. I know you was excited to get that spa treatment. I know you were thinking about it the entire time. And now that you're here, You're going to eat some good food. You're going to get treated very well. And all I can say to you is coming to sunny South Africa will probably be the best choice. So I would say book your trip on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. Contact us if you have any questions, and we're going to make your time here amazing. See ya. All right, guys, you see the real South Africa hanging out in another country. It's called Zimbabwe. And we have an amazing tour to Zimbabwe as well. What we have done, because you guys have been asking so many times, hey, what about going to another country while we're there? Now, granted, South Africa has a lot to offer, as you guys already know. Most of our people who come with us are like, this place is amazing. They're trying to cover the whole country in 10 days. They're trying to see all the sights, because once you get here, there's just always just more to see. But at the same time, what we have done, we've partnered with an amazing company in Zimbabwe. They are literally steps away from Victoria Falls, and you get to add your package, add this to your package. So what does that mean? So let's just suppose for a moment, you said, Mark, we want to come to Johannesburg for 6 days, get an opportunity to see Johannesburg properly with guides and restaurants lined up for us, attractions, and just to get a chance to see the country. But at the same time, you can say, we want to add 4 days, because what we do is, no matter what package you get, if you do 10-day, you're going to Cape Town, Joburg, Durban, you can always add Zimbabwe to the mix. And this is what it looks like. This is what you're going to be doing, and this is what we offer. And of course, while you're there, you can do so many different things. We've had a few people join on this package, and I can tell you right now, they always come back and say, wow, that was different. I say, yes, it's a different country, and different customs, different everything. So, and it's Africa. You get an opportunity to get on the Zambezi River. Obviously, you get to eat some amazing food, and all these great and wonderful things. And then, of course, we do it in the same manner in which we do everything. We do everything for our Star Lux style. So when you get there, you could just literally relax and just enjoy your stuff. And that's what we expect you to do. And so we listen to you guys. You guys wanted to have it. We always go check out things ourselves to make sure everything is in order, because that's important to us, that when you go, we have the relationships with everyone that we're putting you in front of, because you guys are flying too far, going too far, spending a pretty good amount of money to come to have an amazing African experience. So you shouldn't be shorted. You shouldn't be wondering where to go, how to go. Okay, what is this? I've never been there. You should have things that are already set up for you. And I'm sure a lot of people have appreciated it in the past once they actually arrived in Africa, especially South Africa, that they had a great experience. And so with us, being Americans, we understand that a lot of you guys are from the West or Americans, and of course you've never been here, so it's a big mystery. But obviously, trusting the real South Africa, like thousands of people in the past have done, you can have an amazing trip. So again, check out these sights and sounds. Trust me, being there is one thing, is amazing. So we have amazing travel packages to the South. You can come to Joburg, Durban, Cape Town, go on an amazing safari, and then at the same time, guess what? You can go ahead and add on 4 more days. So go ahead and get your leave forms filled out, get everything set up, get your passports. Go to our website, The Real South Africa, and you Africa Travel and Tourism. See you on the inside. Hello guys, this is Mark Blanton, the owner of The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And it's funny, I have you at my house. Welcome to sunny South Africa. Now, this is what we're doing. We got a special announcement that we want to bring to you. We are doing a 2025 real estate tour but we're doing it in Durban. We did one just recently last year in 2024, and I'm sure you guys saw a lot of the comments, you guys saw a lot of the videos, the shorts. Those guys had an amazing time. They all came here with the intentions of buying a particular home or a particular things they may have seen on the internet, but when they got here and they got the exposure, then they were able to make different decisions because they saw what South Africa has to offer in the real estate space. Why South Africa? Well, let me tell you something. South Africa has a very robust real estate market here that is very favorable for us because when you come here and you're looking at spending US dollars, let's just make it very plain, you can buy more for your buck. Like that home that you always wanted, well, you probably can find it here in South Africa. I know a lot of us are looking at beachfront property or something close to the beach where you can get access. Well, here we are. That's why we're doing the Durban tour. And a lot of you guys have been asking, are you guys going to do one in Durban? Well, now we're doing one in Durban in July of 2025. All that information is on our website, therealsouthafrica.com. I think you guys are going to have an amazing time. I think the group from before that came and got access to Africa, and that was their first experience in the country. And they were like, wow. The funny part about it is there's a lot of people that are here now that are full-time living in South Africa that came on those real estate tours. So it's not only that they got a chance to see real estate, they got an opportunity to see the culture and the couture and the lifestyles here in South Africa, and that which now it all made sense for them to purchase property. We always bring you guys in so we can educate you as well on how to buy property, you know, how it all works here in sunny South Africa. Well, they did the same thing, and that made it easier for them to make that decision. So all I can say to you guys is, if you're interested in buying property, especially near the beach side, if you want to retire, if you want to raise a family, and everything in between, I would say come on this real estate tour. Go ahead and book as soon as possible because we're only going to have so many slots for this trip, and when it's full, it's full. No different than the 2024 group. They was like, wow, we got 40 people here, and they was saying to us, if there was more people, it'd be difficult to do everything. And we're like, yes. And that's why we look out for those guys that come on the real estate tour. And we were so happy that they were able to ask questions about property, being able to buy property before they left. So again, this is an amazing opportunity. We know how things are in the US. Everybody keeps sending us messages about, hey, America this, America that. Hey, we've been here for roughly 7 years full time, and unfortunately, we don't live in the United States, but we don't have those problems on this side when it comes to property. But South Africa has a very robust scenario which you can be a part of, and South Africa is one of just a very few countries where you can come and just buy property and actually own it outright, and that's a major attraction. So we will see you guys here in sunny South Africa.
Are you excited?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Just to see what.
It's a lot. You're going to see a lot. It's very interesting.
This is my excited face.
I know.
All right, guys, you are at Stay City, Stein City. I still screwed up. It's Stay. Stay.
Good morning. Good. Go ahead, come on in. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Wave. Thank you. Say hello. Say hi. Hi. Good morning. Hi. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Exciting day. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, good morning.
As coming in, can I have a water or refreshment?
What? So we have the famous Dr. B. She looks lovely today. If you guys think so, make sure you comment and say how beautiful she looks.
She's so much.
Hello, beautiful. I love your dress.
Oh, thank you.
Did you have fun yesterday?
I did.
What happened?
We went to the restaurant. Well, we hung out at Center City Hall, and that was great. They have so many stores. We got everything we needed. We actually had a guy there that was like, he was so nice. He was he took us to the store we wanted to go to, and then took us back over to find the Nelson Mandela Square. We all met up from the group, and we had dinner together.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so
how'd you like the properties yesterday?
The what?
The properties that we saw.
Oh, the properties.
We went to One Rose Bay.
Listen, y'all gotta stop showing me stuff. We keep reserving stuff.
You have? How many?
6.
6? You guys are living large.
So yeah, 2 in Olympus, 2 in One Rose Bay, 2 in Olympus.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I'm like, and the thing is, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to see all that and get that investment. It's for investment.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had that opportunity to have an opportunity to stay in the real South Africa.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great one.
All right, guys, the real estate tour for 2025, it has been set. We're going to Durban. Durban is amazing, as you can see. A lot of coastal villages, a lot of coastal property that you're going to be able to see right there on the Indian Ocean. We're going to be having a lot of events while you guys are there. Just like the 2024 trip, they were surprised of how organized and how well it was, and that they had access to property, and you're going to be able to have access to property as well. So if you ever thought about having property in sunny South Africa, this is your chance. I would say book this trip immediately, come through. Of course, we have payment plans and so forth. And of course, we have a lot of content on our YouTube channel talking about what they did in 2024 and in 2023 and in 2022. So I would say for you guys that are interested, come to sunny South Africa.
I want to give a shout out to The Real South Africa, therealsouthafrica.com, and The Real South Africa on YouTube, Facebook, and any other platforms out there. Mark and Dr. Latasha Blanton, as always, they do a great tour and service, for the people. They do it top notch, 5-star, and they set the bar pretty high. And the bad part about setting the bar pretty high is that if you don't kind of match what they're doing, I can't be moving with you too much. Sorry, when somebody put the bar that high. So, I definitely want to give them, props, for the tour.
Join us in South Africa on this special tour that we're putting together for you guys, those of us who like great spas, luxe experiences, great food, great venues, like top-notch everything. This tour is for you. They're not too different than our regular tours that we normally do to Johannesburg, Cape Town, but this one is going to be extra special because you're going to get a chance to meet the chefs. You're going to get a chance to, just chill out. And of course, there's going to be a lot of shopping involved. So just go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you too could be chilling in South Africa. And if you've never been to South Africa or you've never been to Africa, well, this is the perfect time for you to book that trip to make sure everything is taken care of, because we take care of your transportation, we take care of your hotels, your lodging, we take care of all your venues where you're going to eat. I mean, this is a no-brainer. It's the easiest way to travel, and to travel proper is to have everything selected for you, sorted, so you can have an amazing time. So all I can say is book this trip, and of course go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you're going to have the most amazing time.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.